Heard about this man. He got caught shoplifting at the grocery store. He was at court. The judge said, "Sir, I understand you stole a can of peaches. How many peaches were in that can?" He said, "5, Your Honor." He said, "All right, I'm going to give you 1 week in jail for each peach. You have 5 weeks. His wife stood up and said, "Your Honor, may I say something?" He said, "Yes, what is it?" She said, "He stole a can of peas too." I heard about this couple. They had been married for 60 years and they were sitting on the front porch together, feeling romantic. The wife said, "I remember when you used to always hold my hand." Her husband reached over and took her hand. She said, "I remember when you always used to kiss me on the cheek." He leaned over, kissed her on the cheek. She said, "I even remember when you used to nibble on my ear." He got up and started walking away. She said, "What's wrong? Where are you going?" He turned around and said, "To get my teeth." I heard about these 3 sons that left home and went out and prospered. They got back together to talk about the gifts they bought their elderly mother. The first son said, "I built Mom a big house." The second one said, "I got her a fancy car." The third son said, "Since Mom loves to read the Bible, but she can barely see anymore, I got her a specially trained parrot that can quote the entire Bible." A few months later, they received a letter from their mother. It said, "Milton, the house you built me is way too big. Gerald, the car you bought me is way too small. But my dearest Donald, your simple gift is my favorite. The chicken was delicious." I heard about this reporter. He was visiting churches across the nation. While in the Northeast, he saw this gold phone on the wall with a sign that said calls $10,000 per minute. He asked the pastor what it meant. The pastor explained that that was a direct line to heaven. If you were willing to pay the price, you could talk directly to God. He continued visiting different churches, saw the same gold phone, the same sign. When he finally made it to Texas, he saw the phone, but the sign said calls 25 cents per minute. Intrigued, he asked the pastor why it was so much cheaper. The pastor said, "You're in Texas, now it's a local call." I heard about this man that was walking on the beach. God said, "Son, you've been so faithful, I'm going to grant you one special wish." He was so excited. He said, "God, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm afraid to fly. So my wish is that you would build me a bridge across the ocean." God said, "Son, that's totally impossible. Think of the logistics of that. Now take some time and wish again." He said, "Okay, God, I've been married 4 times. All my ex-wives say I am so insensitive. So my wish is that I would be able to understand a woman. I want to know why they think like they think, why they feel like they feel." There was a long pause. God said, "Do you want 2 lanes or 4 lanes on that bridge?" I heard about this elderly minister. He was close to death. He sent word for 2 of his members, an IRS agent and a lawyer, to come to his house. Upon arrival, he motioned for them to sit on each side of the bed. The men were very moved that they could be with the minister in his final moments. At one point, the lawyer asked very sincerely, "Sir, why did you choose both of us?" The minister mustered up some strength and said, "Jesus died between 2 sinners. That's the way I want to go." I heard about this man that died and went to heaven. St. Peter escorted him down this long hallway filled with clocks. The hands on the clocks were all moving at different speeds. Peter explained that every person has a clock. When they sin, the clock ticks. The man saw a clock barely moving. It was Billy Graham's clock. There was another clock creeping along, Mother Teresa's clock. He said curiously, "Can I see my clock?" Peter said, "Yeah, we keep yours in the office and use it as a fan." I heard about this 92-year-old man. He wasn't feeling up to par, so he went to the doctor. A few days later, the doctor saw him out in the park with a beautiful young lady by his side. He seemed as happy as can be. The doctor said, "Wow, you sure are feeling a lot better, aren't you?" He said, "Yes, doctor, I'm just following your orders. You said get a hot mama and stay cheerful." The doctor said, "I didn't say that. I said you got a heart murmur. Be careful." I heard about these 3 men, a Baptist, a Catholic, and a charismatic. They died on the same day and went to heaven. St. Peter met them at the pearly gates and said, I'm sorry, men, your rooms are not available yet. He didn't know what to do with them. He decided to ask Satan if he would keep them for a little while, and Satan reluctantly agreed. A few hours later, Satan called back, said, Peter, you've got to come get these guys. The Baptist man is saving everyone. The Catholic man is forgiving everyone. And the charismatic has already raised enough money for air conditioning. One day, Adam was feeling very lonely. God said, Adam, I'm going to make you a companion. It's going to be called a woman. This person will cook for you, and wash your clothes. She will bear you children and never ask you to get up in the middle of the night. She will always agree with you. And if you have a disagreement, she'll be the first to admit she was wrong. Adam said, wow, God, what will a woman like this cost? God said, an arm and a leg. Adam said, what can I get for a rib? And the rest is history. I heard about this mother. She had 2 young boys that were known for their mischievous behavior. Anytime trouble occurred, they were certain to be apart. She decided to take them one at a time to see their pastor. The pastor said to the first young boy, son, where is God? He sat there silently. He asked again, where is God? Still no reply. The third time the pastor asked, the young boy bolted out the door, ran home and said to his brother, God is missing and they think we did it.